I think we are alive at the death of the devil. The death of the devil.
Okay.
Because, okay, do you understand 30 years ago, you can talk about this being, the devil, Satan.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a movie about Satan and people would be into it, right? Can you do it now?
Sure.
You really think so?
Yeah.
That at this point, even clergy members, when you say, is there a beast that exists that tortures you for doing bad in hell? I think even the most religious people I know have come to a point where they go, I think that was something created to scare you. And because you don't really see it nowadays. Because when you think about it, okay,
hold on,
Jeffrey Dahmer or whomever, Jeffrey Dahmer could have believed that the devil infected him or made him do these things. Because at that time, maybe there was that belief. But now with the sophistication of today, when we understand the Ed Geins of the world are, psychologically impaired or have these issues, back in the day, you'd say, okay, the devil did it. Mm. Would you say it now?
Well, I mean, believing in the devil is really about the same as believing in God, if you think about it. Both of these are mythical characters that nobody's ever seen. That there's no proof exists either way. So saying, well, I don't believe there's a devil and there's a hell, you could also say, I don't believe there's a God and a heaven.
Yeah, but
it's really completely equivalent.
Well, here's the question.
Am I right, though?
I think the majority of people, a lot of people still believe in God.
That's right.
But do they believe, that? This is my question, do they really believe there is a being in the ground that tortures you for being bad? Because when you think about it, back in the day, that would be something that would scare early people.
Yes.
But when you think about it, you go, oh, somebody who punishes you for doing bad, wouldn't that be somebody who's righteous, who's going to punish you for being bad? Wouldn't the devil give you devil's food cake or something?
That sounds pretty good.
So there becomes a logical point that I think people are not willing to really look at, because when you really look at it.
But how logical is God? I mean,
well,
in that same breath.
Well,
so you're saying that the concept of the devil is illogical, but God makes perfect sense?
No, it makes more sense because there's a God. There's a God figure in almost every religion.
Doesn't matter.
But
they're both imaginary characters that no one's ever seen. Now, if you want to believe in it, you could believe in it.
Yeah, but isn't
no one's ever seen God, just like no one's ever seen the devil. Now, some people claim they've seen both.
But isn't there a stretch to believe this red thing, this being?
To me, it's the same stretch to believe there's an old man with a beard whose name is God who lives in the clouds.
That's you, but the question is not. The question is, I'm saying, it's interesting in society that you don't hear of the devil anymore like we used to. Because I feel that people have gotten much more sophisticated. And again, you don't really have many movies that try to kind of use that boogeyman type of symbol to scare people any. And
I don't know, but there's so many horror films, and all of them sort of have this devil kind of theme to it to a certain degree. It's like there's
what?
An evil. Okay.
Well, I think there's hackers and people in Saw and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, like the Friday the 13th movies, like these people are, infected by a demon or the devil or something of that sort, right? Well, Exorcist movies, right? Exorcist.
Well,
they keep doing those movies.
Those are specific.
That's the devil.
Right? That's my argument. They're few and far between. Everything else is not. I mean, I'm just saying, when you sit back, where's the existence of the devil nowadays? Because it's figurative more so.
Yep.
People, they're for all evil. But as in when, because I've asked this question of a lot of clergy, do you believe that there is a being that tortures you, that lives underground? And almost everybody says, no, that's a figurative thing. I mean, and I think it's very interesting because we're living during a time where that's off the table. It's almost above board, off the table.
Look, if you were to compare it to 100 years ago, 200 years ago, where people are living in forests, you know, in when there's no electricity, and women are being accused of being witches and they burn them at the stake because the devil's in them and so forth. Yeah, I mean, it was much more of a real thing because it had really serious consequences. You got the Inquisition, where people who felt like they were aligned with the devil would be tortured and killed. I mean, you could look at other religions. You could look at Muslim religions where they feel that a certain sect of Islam is satanic, so those people have to be, you know, destroyed and so forth. Like, there was serious consequences to this concept of the devil historically. It's not as bad these days. You're not being killed because they think you're down with the devil.
Right.
But
now,
I don't know. I kind of feel like society as a whole becomes less religious as time progresses.
True.
Right?
Yeah. And
which I think is a good thing. At least for me it is.
Yeah, starting with, wait a minute, this boogeyman, in which is, I think people are willing to kind of part ways with it, just kind of letting it go. School shootings are not blamed on the devil anymore or anything like that.
No.
Where is the evil in the world now that's attributed to the devil? All I'm saying is that there was a lot of
media.
that.
Social media is the new devil.
Right. Yeah,
that's where the devil lives now. He lives on social media, and he's there. He's controlling all the bots and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, just all that's evil in somebody's perspective.
Yeah.